What's good? So I'm starting a new series. It's called ARK4BOBS. Basically, this is gonna be made for console players on Xbox and PlayStation, and it's just gonna be like tips, tricks and shit to help raise the standard, because there'll be a lot of bobs out there. So this first video, I'm basically just gonna show you the best settings and little like tricks that you can use to increase your FPS. Stuff gives you a huge fucking advantage in game. So the first thing you want to do when you come to the main menu, go straight to options. You won't get this setting in game. You want to make sure both of these are disabled. That'll cap you at like 30 or 60 FPS or something, so you definitely want to make sure that they're both disabled, and just copy my settings for everything else. For the most part, the really important ones, motion blur, make sure this one's checked. Interpolation is nice. Light bloom and shaft need to be disabled. Your sensitivity, we'll talk about that later. But yeah, for the most part, just copy these settings and you'll be good to go. Okay, so if you're playing on an Xbox, one setting that I recommend you check, because I tell a lot of people about this and they don't fucking know. You want to go to General, TV and Display Options, and you want to look here for refresh rate. You want to make sure this is on 120 Hz. If you have the new Xbox, the Series X, that'll turn your game like into something else. You'll need a monitor that can support that though, so make sure you have that enabled. Okay, so once you've got your settings sorted, the next thing you're going to want to do is enter a couple of codes on single player. They actually transfer with you to official PvP, so they're really useful. You basically just want to start a single player on any map. I'll just use Ragnarok. Wait for that shit to load up and I'll explain from there. Okay, so once you're in here, basically you want to open the admin command bar. So to do that, if you're on controller, you basically just want to press LB, RB, X and Y all at the same time. It'll open this little bar at the top and you can type your codes and shit in here, and then you click admin command to apply it. If you have a keyboard and mouse, it's 10 times easier. You just hit tab, and if you press up or down on the arrow keys, you can see all the codes that you've used previously, so you don't have to type them in again. Saves you a shit ton of time. So the first code I use is preview mode 7. This changes your textures, basically helps a lot with being able to see in caves that are dark, like that one down there for example, other things. So the next code that I use is R.view distance scale 0. So as you see, once you enable that, all the rocks in the distance and stuff, they disappear. They're still there, but you can see players hiding behind them and stuff. It just helps massively. Yeah, it's really good. And the last one that I use is cheat sg.ground clutter quality 0, and that basically just gets rid of like some little ground foliage and stuff, so it helps with your FPS. Basically, if you type into the tab bar stat FPS, you get a little on-screen monitor thing for your FPS, so it's pretty nice. So yeah, these stay with you every single time that you transfer server, so you only have to do this once when you load on, and it'll stick through transfer, unofficial, etc. If your Xbox crashes though, and you get dashboarded for whatever reason, you will have to reapply the free codes. But yeah, as you see on normal official, this cave is dark as fuck, like you can't see shit in here, but with this INI it's, you know, clear as day. But yeah, and the last thing you need to do, you actually have to do it on server, so I'll show you that now. Okay, so this is how you get FOV on console. Basically, the normal FOV is like 80 or 90, which is kinda trash. When you do this glitch, it will stretch you to 120, which is a million times nicer. So there's two ways to do it. I'll show you both of them, but I only use one way, and this is how I do it pretty much every single time. So if you're out and about on another server, you basically just want to place a sleeping bag or have a hawk. This one only works per server, so if you transfer server you have to do it again, but it's really quick and easy. So you basically just want to get your health low, and you can do that by just, you know, tech punch into the ground, opening your map. So once you're low like this, I'll give you an idea. When you tech punch and open your map, you're actually stretching your field of view. So if you die during this state, when you respawn, for some reason it sticks and it stays permanently, which is really nice. It should actually be a setting in the game. I don't know why you have to do a fucking glitch to do it, but yeah. So you basically just want to look at the ground, tech punch, open your map, and die. Make sure you don't have your tech chest on.
Down you go.
Or like not on, but powered to stop you taking full damage. Basically just respawn on your sleeping bag and boom, you're gonna have stretched field of view. Hopefully you don't spawn in Apache like I did. But yeah, you just run over, get your kit, and you got the stretched field of view. So if you look at a Fabian first person, it looks a lot cleaner. Tech bow in first person, even third person, just looks a lot cleaner. Tech rifle in, you can actually see more of the tech rifle and stuff. It works on tames too, so if you're riding a Giga, a Wyvern, you'll have more FOV, you can see more around you, it just helps a lot. But yeah, I'll show you the other method now. So the other method might be easier for some people. You basically just put a bit of poly in your hotbar and you start tech legging, and when you're at full speed on your tech legs, you just eat your poly.
No, please don't go.
And when you respawn, you'll have all your stuff stretched, field of view, 120. Very nice. But yeah, I hope this video helped. If it did, I'd appreciate a little like and a subscribe if you aren't already. Yeah, that's everything. I'm out. Adios.